everyone. I'm starting a new channel here, and dogs, be quiet. So I'm gonna be starting a new channel here, and it's called, well, Hawaii Ocean. That is my Minecraft name as well. Just wanted to talk about it a little bit, so that's why I'm in this Leprechaun server. This St. Patty's server that I made a while ago. I've made a load of vlogs.
That was me 11 years ago. Like all rich and successful people in the modern day, I too had a Minecraft YouTube channel when I was 8 years old. And I was looking back through it the other day. I like to, feel a little nostalgic sometimes, and it just hit me how free, I used to be with this whole YouTube thing. I didn't care about any of the thumbnails or titles. The thumbnails are all just, the auto-generated ones from YouTube. The titles are just nonsense. They're all just nonsense. And I uploaded any kind of videos I wanted. I did videos on completely different games. I made this dancing video with my neighbor at the time. I genuinely just did whatever the fuck I felt like, whatever I was happiest with. It just came from the purest place. I just wanted to share what I was doing with people. I just wanted to talk to myself. I basically do it all the time anyways. I might as well just upload it somewhere, right? And with now being a crucial time in my life where it is my last day before moving to college, I want to try to get back to that feeling, that passion, not just caring what people think and just doing whatever the fuck I want on YouTube because it's what I want to do. Lately, I have been kind of scarce with uploading because I've been trying to make different channels so that I can kind of game the algorithm better, upload different type of niche videos to each channel so that way the algorithm can, support each channel, whatever, right? Opposed to just uploading all on one channel where it kind of confuses the algorithm. It's harder for, to reach an audience. Anyways, I say that to say I've been kind of trying a little too hard, to be honest, and it's kind of made it a little less fun. I haven't really been, uploading frequently because I haven't wanted to. Yeah, it hasn't been fun. Because ultimately I want, YouTube to be my career. I want to do this for the rest of my life, so I figured, I should try my absolute hardest and to try to get the views, to try to get the subscribers so that I can start to make money off this and do it sustainably, or somewhat sustainably, as sustainably as YouTube gets. And obviously I am going to college, and with the pressures of that and this kind of being a pivotal time in my life, I'm also moving out of this house. If you guys have noticed, the vinyls are all down. I've kind of been thinking a lot about the future, of college and just beyond that. What my job, what my source of income is going to be for my life. And like I said, of course, I want, to be a YouTuber. I want to make money off this so I can continue to do it for the rest of my life and it be the only thing that I do. However, I'm still going to college. I'm majoring in psychology. I'm trying to double major in business and psychology. I want to be like a creative strategist or something. That's, also one of my passions, But really, this right here is what I really want to do. But anyways, lately I've been trying to create the perfect thumbnail, create the right type of videos to get the most views. And, just kind of sucks the fun out of it a little bit. Like, I'm not even a big enough channel to be really worrying about stuff like that. I should just be worrying about creating fun videos that I enjoy, that I'm proud of. I'm not saying I shouldn't put any effort into them. I'm just saying I should do more of what I, want to do. So, in my next 4 years of college and going into college, I want to just have fun with YouTube again. I want to upload on this channel whatever I want on this channel because it is my main channel. I don't want to create separate channels anymore and try to, play the game. I want to just upload on this channel and I want people to enjoy it for myself. Whether I'm talking about fucking music or fucking politics or whatever the fuck, I want you to just watch it because you enjoy watching me. And if you don't watch it, I don't want to, be caught up on that. I don't want to care. I shouldn't care. You know what I mean? I'm doing this for myself at the end of the day. I want to get back to how I was when I was uploading videos when I was 8 years old on that fuck-ass Minecraft channel. Just doing random shit because that's what I felt like doing at that specific point in time. There is no doubt in my mind that I will be successful on YouTube eventually. Might be with this video, might be in 6 months from now. It might be when I'm like 30 years old, but I have no doubt that I will be because I plan on doing this the rest of my life. I know eventually I will be successful with it. And the only way that I wouldn't would be if I stopped. You know what I mean? And the only way that I would stop is if I wasn't having fun with it. So in my mind, I just have to keep having fun with this, doing things that I'm passionate about, and I will put the work in because it's stuff that I love, you know what I mean? And eventually that work will pay off and I'll be successful. That's how I'm thinking about it right now. This whole summer, I have heard horror stories of people with their 9-to-5 jobs. You know, these people that went to college and got a major that maybe they didn't necessarily love. They weren't exactly passionate about it, but they got it, they majored in it, and then they eventually got a job in that field because it was safe, secure. It would make them money. I talked to my uncle a lot when I visited Michigan to see family, and he talked about the job he's had his whole life, quote unquote, sucked the soul out of him, you know, and just now, later into his life, I think he's like 60, you know, getting close to retiring age, he's just now kind of getting back to his passion in life, which I think it was like masseussing. A little weird, I'd stay with me, but he's just now getting into it. It's like a side hobby right now, but he plans to do it after he retires from his corporate job. But he didn't do that, you know, his whole life, even though that was his true passion, because he was too busy trying to climb the corporate ladder, trying to make the money, just doing things that he thought he needed to do, and he sacrificed his dream to do that. You know, how fucked up is that, really, right? I've seen my sister, who just got out of college, start to get her serious, you know, real 9-to-5. She comes home every day, watches, you know, Netflix for a little bit, and then goes to sleep. And that's it. That is her whole life from Monday to Friday, and sometimes on Saturdays when she works then too. You know, my sister used to go out and party all the time, and I'm not saying life should be one, you know, long party, but she used to have more of a social life. You know, she basically now obviously only goes out on the weekend, and she basically lives for the weekend. You know, that's the only thing she thinks about. She just works during the week so she can, you know what I mean? What is the point of that? You know what I mean? What is the fucking point of that? She's basically just waiting right now to climb up, you know what I mean, and get a better job, get a promotion. Why not just get a job you love? Why not just do what you love all the time? That's what I want this to be. That's what I want to do with YouTube. Unironically, I deadass want to escape the Matrix, bro. I'm being serious, like, for real. I don't want to just waste my life on a job. I want to be able to go out. I want to go to the club. I want to party. I want to dance. Damn, I guess I literally just want to party all the time and get paid to do that. Wouldn't that be nice, right? Really though, I want a job that does not suck my soul. I want a job that doesn't feel like a job that I love to do. Something like this. I want to make this my career. You know, I want to be rich and famous. I want to have a fan base, a community of people where I can talk to y'all in the comments, where I can meet y'all, you know, where we can interact, you know, people that are like me and you know, I don't know. And that's not a classy thing to say, you know, oh, I want to be rich and famous. People, you know, think that's childish, immature, whatever. It's true. Maybe it comes from a deep insecurity of a need for attention on the inside. I don't know, okay? But it's true. It's what I want, you know what I mean? And I think YouTube is what's going to make that happen for me, you know? YouTube is my passion, and that will be the end result of my growth and success on YouTube. And obviously, I'm not expecting this to be handed to me. Like, I know I will have to put hard work into videos, and just because I'm saying I don't care what I do doesn't mean I'm going to not put effort into the videos I make. Really, I just want to do something big. I want to do something big with this channel. I want to do something big for the rest of my life. I want to do something that affects a lot of people, you know, one way or the other. And that's the thing I love about YouTube, and that's why it will forever be my passion, because whatever you are interested in, you can broadcast it to anybody. You know, if you're into mountain climbing one day and you're into fucking polo water jet ski the next day, you can make a YouTube video on both of those things. You can do whatever you want. Whatever I'm interested in, I can share with you all, and you can interact with it. How fucking awesome is that? And if you look at this channel, obviously I have very broad interests. You know, I'm interested in a lot of things, and that's why this is the perfect place for me to share and for to have a career here. Now, like, if I could somehow monetize me just sharing my fucking weird ass, differentiated ass interests, that's all I can ask. I used to be making Minecraft videos, you know, 10 years ago, and I'm still on the exact same platform 10 years later, just making different videos. Same person, same website, but just different videos. I was raised on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? This shit means something to me. Like, I just think that is the coolest thing. It has a place for you wherever you are, whatever stage in life you are, there is always a place for you on YouTube, in my personal opinion. You know, I've just grown up. I just make more grown-up things. I mean, you know, who knows, maybe I'll get back to playing Minecraft one day. Probably not, but I could. I can do whatever I want, you know what I'm saying? So, to be honest with you, going into college, I am going to try to study, I'm going to try to have a backup option in case. Now, I shouldn't say in case, like, even if I'm not successful on YouTube at the end of my 4 years in college, I'm still going to get a job and then work on YouTube on the side. That's my goal. Like I said, it might be 30 years old, I'm successful on YouTube. Then whatever the case, I'll just quit my job whenever I'm making enough money here. And that's the plan. You're welcome. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, going into my first semester in college, I don't know how frequently I'm going to upload. I don't know, there's going to be a lot of things, mentally going on. I don't know if I'm going to have the motivation to do this. But one way or the other, I'm going to find my way back here. I'm going to make the shit that I'm passionate about. I'm going to put hard work into it and try my best to grow this channel into a career. I just need to find, my people that are going to rock with it. I just need to find the right type of audience, people like me maybe, that are going to fuck with the things that I make and then make me filthy rich off those things. There's no doubt in my mind it'll happen. Absolutely not. So, with going into college and all that, it's a scary time, I'm not gonna lie. But I will be here for the long run. You can believe that. However, I will definitely be going out and partying and doing all the college shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm very, probably rushing. I'll be very excited. I will have a lot of stories to share with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But wherever I am at the time or whatever I'm doing, I will always come back here. With that being said, I love each and every one of you. Good night.